This is a practice that I created to help us to move into clarity from any confusion, any darkness. We're going to be releasing energy in the lower areas of the body, moving into the upper areas of the body. We'll be using Kapalabhati also today, so I'll explain that as we go along. We're going to start in your home shala here with the purification mantra. Whether you chant it along with me or you just listen to it, you're still going to be receiving the benefits of this mantra. The benefit is to purify the 72,000 energy channels in the body and also the energy around us. We need that right now. So we'll take our hands to our heart center and feel free to just listen. If you know it, chant along. Elbows are as high as the wrists, shoulders are back, spine is tall. Feel free to close your eyes or lower the eyelids, whichever feels better for you. Om Pavitra Pavitro Va Sarva Vastangato Va Yaha Smarikandrikaksham Savaniya Vientraha Suchani. Know that the best is happening right now. 2 more times. Om Pavitra Pavitro Va Sarva Vastangato Va Yaha Smarikandrikaksham Savaniya Vientraha Suchani. Mind is becoming clearer. Om Pavitra Pavitro Va Sarva Vastangato Va Yaha Smarikandrikaksham Savaniya Vientraha Suchani. We can all join into Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The pranayama that I've chosen for this practice today is Kapalabhati. So I'm going to turn sideways to show you Kapalabhati. I'm also going to practice today in a toe stand to awaken the arches of my feet, starting from the bottom of my feet. You can choose toe stand with me or take any other seat that you'd like. Kapalabhati done forcefully. You might want a tissue for this. I grabbed some Kleenex today. Done forcefully looks like this, where you press the belly button back to the spine, removing the energy from the lower realms and moving it up to the higher areas in the body. It looks like this. But you would not want to take that strong practice if you have vertigo, epilepsy, untreated high blood pressure, heart issues, overheating. So you would go a little softer like this. Still breathing through the nose. Pulling the belly button back to the spine, but at a slower rate and not so strong. So we're going to practice this for 15 seconds. You can go at your own rate. Begin. Keep going, drishti is down along the line of the nose. You've got 4 seconds left. Rest. Maybe you want to clean your nose. Really great for cleaning the sinus area. Excellent for getting things moving, especially from the lower realms to the upper realm. Kapalabhati means skull shining breath. We're raising the energy up to the skull. 1 more round. If you can stand it, staying in toe stand. Make sure Mula Bandha is lightly engaged. 15 seconds. Roll the shoulders back. You can put your hand on your belly if you're not sure if you're practicing this correctly. Or the exhale is the pressing back. Here we go. Begin. might feel dizzy, it's not uncommon. If you do, close your eyes, come to a natural breath. We're going to take the tops of the toes down. You can do that with your eyes closed. Stretching out the ankles, stretching out the arches of the feet again. And then lift the knees if possible. So you get a really nice stretch through the arch, through the ankles. Hands to the sides, not on the floor if you can. 15 seconds, Kapalabhati. And relax. That right away, you should start to feel some movement from the lower body to the upper body, moving that energy. Now we're going to take our knees back and stretch back into a child's pose. Bring your bottom as close to the heels as possible for your knees. Some of us have a more difficult time with knee flexion. Take a good stretch of the spine. Keep stretching the spine for 5 breaths. Sometimes I'll come out of the pose. Just take the breath slow. Imagine you're breathing in from the crown of your head. And then exhaling all the way down through the tailbone. Inhale up through the head. Exhale through the tailbone. We'll take a little lateral flexion. So from here, walk your hands far right. Get all the same sounds today as you would if you were in the shala. People sleeping, the roads. Stay with your breath. Breathe through the left side of your ribs here. Lengthening the intercostal muscles. Looks good. Start to come into your Ujjayi breath, constricting the throat. Well done. Come back through the center and far left. You're creating a lateral flexion in the spine, chin is towards the throat. Looks good. Bottom goes slightly to the right, creating some space in the right side of the body. Three more breaths, Ujjayi breaths. Two more breaths. Last big breath here. Great work. And then bring it back to the center. And bring your bottom up a little bit from your heels. Take the right arm high to the side. And take the right hand under the left arm. Take your right shoulder, right side of face down. Turning your gaze up towards the ceiling. 5 breaths. This is the slowest part of the practice, but it's important to warm up the spine. If you want to touch your fingertips on your left hand. Take one more big breath here. And then left hand down, slide the right hand back, reaching the right hand forward, reach your left arm high, and slide the left hand under, palm facing up. Left shoulders on the floor, left side of face on the floor, or you can use a block if it's hard to bring your head all the way down to the floor. You can use a block under the ear. 2 more breaths. One more breath there. And slowly come back to a neutral spine. And bring your hands, slide up, bring your hands on your knees, lifting your heart. Cat-cow with hands on knees, arms stay straight. Inhale, lengthen, lift your chin, exhale, round. Gaze into the navel, that's right. Inhale, Ujjayi breath. Exhale. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And back to your neutral smile. Coming to all fours. We will spend a little time on our knees today, so there will be a point where maybe you'll want to roll over your yoga mat or even grab a towel for underneath. It won't be too long, but there is some time on the knees. We're going to walk our hands forward just a step and tuck your toes down. Pull your belly in and lift your knees. Here we go, Kapalabhati. Let's give it a try, slow or fast. Ready? Make sure your heels are over the balls of your feet. And then we're going to try one more round. And if you get too tired, lower the knees. Here we go. Stay just as you are. Try to bring your heels forward. Heels come forward and tuck your tail a little bit. David always reminds me, tuck your tail in this because I want to stick it up and you don't get the same benefit to the abdominals. And turn your inner elbows forward. Now you're going, come on, where's that Kapalabhati? Here we go. Stretch it out in a short dog. Walk your feet a little closer. Short down dog. Walk your hands back. Shake out your head and say, oh, how I miss the shala. All that lovely Kapalabhati. Well, you're back. Feel that nice short dog stretching the hamstrings. If the stretch is too intense, bend your knees. Get into the back more. Take your head once again. No, I will not let fear or doubt, uncertainty settle in the lower bounds of the body, become stuck, coagulated. I'm lifting my energy up to my higher conscious today. And then let's take a nice long dog. Step your feet back, way back. Walk your hands forward. And then lower the head to the floor. I'm going to stretch through the chest. Doesn't matter if your heels aren't touching the floor. You can even bend your knees. Get a long dog. Ujjayi is the breath. So come back to that constriction. Stay in your dog. Come back to that constriction of the throat. Make sure your hands are at least as wide as your shoulders. One more breath. Well done. And then walk your feet forward, inhaling and bending your knees, sticking your bottom out, exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands forward a little bit, inhale, lift your spine, give a good stretch of the spine. Exhale, walk your hands back by your feet, bend knees or straight. Inhale, walk your hands forward, give a good stretch. Exhale, walk the hands back. Inhale, last time, reach forward. Good stretch. Exhale, taking the hands back. Shake out your head. Now the big toes are closer together than the heels. Heels are slightly apart. Slight bend in the knees. Stick the bottom out across your thumbs. Inhale, reach high for Surya Namaskar seat. Lifting your heart. Exhale, forward fold. Gaze into the navel. Inhale, right foot steps back. Exhale, left foot steps back, down dog. Inhale to plank pose. Shoulders are over the wrists. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Pull your elbows in. Inhale, cobra. Lower the shoulder blades. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left. Cross the thumbs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, round. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra, bhujangasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right. Cross the thumbs, inhale, reach out. Right side, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot switch back. Exhale, left. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Ashtangasana, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, cross thumbs, look out. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot back, inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale, Palakasana plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right. Inhale, reach up. Right side again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Exhale, left. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left. Cross the thumbs. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, round. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right. Cross the thumbs. We have one more round. Reach up. Ready? Go for 5 rounds. Exhale, forward. Inhale, right foot steps back. Feel that nice stretch. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, roll the shoulders, lift your heart. Keep your heart open. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, cross and sit forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot steps back. Exhale, right. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right. Cross your thumbs, bend your knees, stick out your bottom, lift your heart. And exhale, rest your hands at your heart. Nice and warm to begin our flowing sequence today. Take 3 more Ujjayi breaths. Slight constriction in the throat. On the inhale, the exhale. Spread your toes, ground in as you lift up. Two more breaths. One more breath. And cross the thumbs, inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees and step the left foot back so your right foot is forward. Happy asana, this is where you might want to roll over your mat or put something under your left knee. You have 5 ujjayi breaths. Bring your arms up. See if you can bring them behind your ears, lifting your heart. Exhaling 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Good breath. Now try not to use your hands. Come into warrior 2. Hands at the heart. Left toes come down. Right foot is forward. Warrior 2. Ninja style. 5 breaths. Front thigh is trying to become parallel with the floor. Heel of the front foot is in line with the arch of the back foot. Two more breaths. One more breath. Keep the arch of the right foot active. Good. And then we come into skandasana. So we're going to straighten the right leg and turn your left toes towards the back left corner. My right toes are coming up. Maybe you do a half. All the way down if you'd like. Your hands can be at your heart, facing to your right big toe, or you can wrap your arms around. Breathing out. Ujjayi breath. Lifting your heart, sending energy from stuck places below to the higher realms. Moving into clarity. One more breath. Now have a seat. So we stay in the same position, having a seat. Right hand goes behind you. Left arm can open to the left. Option 1. Option 2, feeling a little more energetic, you can lift. 5 breaths. See what feels right for you, here or lift. Two more breaths. One more breath. And bring the hand down, turning to the back of your mat. Back of your mat. So you may not be able to see the computer. You'll have to listen. Step the right foot closer. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Up halfway, Prasuttanasana. Both feet are facing forward. Exhale, forward fold deep towards the knee. Inhale, walk your hands a little further forward. Lengthen. Lift your torso. Exhale, kissing the knee. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Squeeze your legs, keep your legs active. Exhale, Mula Bandhas engaged, slight lifting of pelvic floor. Inhale. Bend the front knee, which will be your left knee. Opening the right foot to warrior 2, so there's a line between your front heel and onto the back foot. Warrior 2, facing the back of your mat. Keep opening your heart. Chin's trying to line over the front arm. 2 more breaths. One more breath. And then bring the hands to the waist. Turn your toes forward and in. Heels out. 10 breaths in the next pose. So you have the option to play with it. You can come into a headstand if you like. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Lift your heart. Prasarita, Adhotasana, Asana. Forward fold. Reach your arms over your head. 10 breaths here. Option to bring your hands down. And if you know headstand and love it, well, then you can float up. You can stay there, 4 more breaths. Two more breaths. One more breath. And come down gently. If you were up in headstand, and slowly walk your hands everybody to the front of your mat, back to the front again. Take a left foot a little bit closer to you at the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the torso. Exhale, fold forward. This time we'll stay 5 breaths. Chin to the throat. Left toes are pointing to approximately 11 o'clock if you had a clock on your mat. Hips are facing forward as much as possible. One more breath. Bend the front knee, come into a high lunge. Take the left foot back, high lunge. Facing the front of your mat. So the back knee is high. Good, warrior 2. Facing the front of your mat, change the pose to warrior 2, 5 breaths. One more breath. Skandasana again. Left knee bends, right toes rise. We won't add the column triangle this time. Trying to bring the left heel to the floor. One more breath. And without using your hands, see if you can, lift up, ninja style, warrior 2. Strengthening the quads will help us loosen our hamstrings. Getting ready for the fun part. Some side arm balance today. One more breath. And take the left hand down to the back leg, turn the right palm high. Keep the bend in the knee, don't let it come out. Keep the knee tracking over the same direction as the toes. Reach your right arm high. You can option 1, gaze up under your right arm, or if your neck is not feeling like you'd like to do that, you can take your gaze down to the pinky toe of your left foot. Keep your hips open to the side. 2 more breaths. One more breath. And then we'll bring the right hand down to the floor on the outside of the right foot. Left hand down. Turn your heel of the back foot high. Here's where it gets fun. And then my back will be to you. Take your peace sign fingers to your big toe. Place the left hand down. Turn the right, take the right foot halfway back if you'd like. Turning it away from the inner edge of the mat. Roll to your outer edge of your left foot. And you can stay here. Right. Great for opening the hips, or here, or here. If you're going to lift all the way up, you see how my left toes came down? Big toe came down to the floor. Whole left foot is on the floor if you're lifting high. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Now, bend the knee and take it back with you to the front. Left knee down, inhale, lift your heart. Ardha Hanumanasana. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale. Get a chance to do this all again, not only on the other side, but in a whole new sequence. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Next round, we'll get a chance to even practice Vinyasa. Exhale. And step forward and release. Surrender. Take your hands, tuck them into the inner arms as you bend your elbows. Maybe bring your hand in the center, like windowing, putting a window around the head. Catching your breath. One more breath. Bend your knees a little, cross your thumbs. Inhale, lift your heart. Here we go, left side. Exhale, forward fold. Remember on the left side, my back would be to you sometimes. Inhale, the right foot comes back. Left foot is forward. Preparing for Vinyasa. Inhale, reach the arms. Crescent moon lunge. Lift your arms behind your head. I breath. Think of something positive. Bring your energy up to the center of the eyebrows. Think about the beauty of technology, how lucky we are to be practicing together this morning, or this day, I should say. Take one more breath. Ninja style, take the toe down, lift without your hands, warrior 2. This is where my back will be turned to you. Do your best. Turn your gaze over the front arm, shoulders over the hips. Keep your toes active, feet active. Pull the energy of the mat of your feet towards one another. Mula Bandha is active. Two more breaths. Stay sturdy, stay strong. Skandasana, right side. So left leg goes straight, right toes turn out towards the back, right corner of your mat, and right knee bends, left toes go high. Skandasana, left side. Here you can take a wrap, a bind, grab a towel, put it behind you if you'd like to connect hands together and you're not reaching. Two more breaths before we have a seat. If you want to get there early, that's okay. And sitting down, take your left hand behind you. Right arm opens. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, lift up. 5 big breaths. Open your heart wide. One big breath. Nicely done, and slowly take it down. Walk your hands to the right, so you're going back to the back of the mat again. Step your left foot closer. Turn both toes towards the front. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. If you're ready to just fold, you can do that too. I'm going to take one more before 2 more breaths. Just holding the pose. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Bend the front knee, which is your right knee. Stepping the left foot back to warrior two. Once again, make sure that the heel is aligned with the arch of the back foot. Warrior two, 5 breaths. You probably already know what comes next. Two more breaths. One more breath. All right, and then straighten your right leg. Turn your toes inward, heels out, hands to your hips or hands behind your back. You choose, fold forward. If you're coming into that headstand, here you go. Ten breaths here. Three more breaths. One more breath. And gently come down, taking your feet down if you were up, turning to the front of your mat. Prasarita, inhale, lengthen the torso, right toes are turning towards 1 o'clock if you have a clock on your mat. Exhale this time, stay 5 delicious breaths here. Keep breathing. One more breath. High lunge, bring the hands forward, bend your front knee, take the right foot back, heel is high, nice high lunge here. Find your balance, scissor your legs towards one another. There's an internal spiral going on of the thighs. Can you feel it? Activate your feet and lift your energy up. Look at all of this is happening right here. In the right place at the right time. And we're together. One more breath. Warrior two. Open the right foot. Spread your legs a little further. One more breath. Standasana to the right. Straighten your left leg. Turn your right toes to the right. Try to keep your right heel down. 5 breaths. No falling triangle this time unless you really need it. One more breath. And I'll meet you in warrior two without your hands coming right back to it. One more breath. And we'll reverse the right hand down. Left arm reaches high. Open to the left side. Open deeply. Try to keep your right hip open, so don't allow your right hip to turn forward. Keep it open. Gaze can be up under the left arm or turning down towards the right pinky toe. One more breath. We get to practice Vasisthasana. Bring the left hand down to the outside of the left foot. Right arm balance, right hand down, turn the right heel high. Okay, so now let me see it might be easier to see. That our peace sign finger is our big toe. And you can take it back halfway and turn to the outer edge of your right foot and open here. You can practice the lift by just bending the knee and lifting the foot a little bit, feeling that in your body. You can straighten the leg if you like, or One more. You can come all the way up. Right foot tries to be on the floor, right leg tries to become straight. There's a little bit of bend in the knee for shock. If you want to put it further, you can. Take one more breath and take it all the way back to the front. Go slow. Good. All the way to the front. Lift your heart. Ardha Hanumanasana. Exhale. Curl the toes back to the face. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten the leg as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nicely done. Let's take it forward and forward fold. Bend your knees. Stretch out your hips if you'd like. Bend one knee and then the other. And try that a little more swiftly and get the option of Hanumanasana. So 3 breaths in each pose. Take your hands to your waist and heel, come up with a nice straight back. Reach your arms high. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot back, knee down, reach up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Coming up to warrior 2. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, Ujjayi breath. Exhale, 3. Moving to the back, Skandasana. Bend your left knee, turn the toes out. 3 breaths. Two more breaths. Remember, we're going to sit down after this one and take that lift, that fallen triangle lift. One more breath. And have a seat. Right leg long, left leg bent. Open your heart or lift all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. We're going to go to the back of our mat. Ready? Turn it towards your left foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, stay 3 breaths. And warrior 2, bend the front knee. Warrior 2, so bend your left knee. We're going to reduce our forward fold in this next one to 8 breaths. In case you still want to try coming up in your headstand. Straighten your left leg, turn your toes in, lift your heart, hands can be behind you. And exhale, forward fold. Option to come up in the headstand or anything else that you'd like. Maybe you'd like into Mayurasana. Four more breaths. Squeeze your legs, keep active. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And bring your hands down. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Take your left foot a little closer. Heel down. Inhale, lengthen the torso. And exhale, stay 3 breaths. If you're feeling like you need more stretch on your front hamstrings, you can take your toes off the floor. Curl them back. 3 breaths here. One more breath. And taking the toes down, step your left foot back, high lunge. 3 breaths, left heel is high, leg is active, squeeze the thighs towards one another. Keeping calm mind, keeping clarity at forefront. Warrior 2. 3 breaths. Feel a little lighter already in your hips and your legs, I hope. Skandasana, left side. Just 3 breaths, make it graceful. Moving with ease, effortless effort. One more breath. And warrior 2. One more breath. Reverse. We'll stay 5 breaths in our Vashisthasana practice just so we can work a little deeper. Right hand down, left hand down. Turn your left heel high. You choose where you're going to take the right foot. Back halfway, turn it out. Lifting here, option 1. Lift it up higher. Roll the left foot down. Here this time you want to open the right leg more if you already have. Good, and bend the knee, come back careful with clarity. Take it back to the front. And straighten the right leg. 5 breaths, straightening the front leg. Then we're moving towards Hanumanasana. Curl the toes back towards the face. And then your choice. So lifting your heart, you can slide your heel a little further forward and leave it here. Or you can sit down, taking your left knee out to the left, lengthening the spine here. That'll help you become open as well. Or if you're ready for Hanumanasana, taking the heel forward. Make sure your hip points are facing forward. Maybe you want something to lift under your thigh, front thigh. One more breath. And then slowly take it back to down dog. Take 2 more breaths and we'll start on the left side. Last side. Left foot steps forward, right knee is down. Here we go. Happy asana. 3 breaths. One more breath. Take the right toe down, lift yourself, warrior 2, 3 breaths. One more breath. Skandasana, right side. Take the right knee open to the right, 3 breaths. Looking towards your left toes, oh lovely toes. And sitting down, left hand goes behind you, right arm can open back and lift your heart. If you're feeling like you'd like a little more, reach up. And bend the right knee again, being very careful. Going towards the back of the mat, step your left foot closer. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, forward fold. 3 breaths. Walking your hands towards your front foot, step your left foot back, warrior 2. 3 breaths is all. Then straighten the right leg, turn the toes in, heels out. Hands wrap around the waist or hands behind the back. Exhale, forward fold. Remember, we've got 8 breaths here to play with. Maybe you just want to put your knees on your elbows, on your bent elbows today. Or take it up into your headstand. Take one more big breath with me. And bring it down. And please turn back to the front of your mat. Inhale, bring your right foot a little closer. Lift your torso. Exhale, take a nice forward fold here. Just the 3 breaths. Bending the front knee, take the right foot further back, internally rotate the thighs, come up with grace and ease, with balance, high lunge. Warrior 2, left side forward. 3 breaths. One more breath. Skandasana to the right, last time. 3 breaths. Take a gaze to your left big toe. Ready for warrior 2 again on this side, and then just start opening it up. One more breath. Right hand down, turn the left palm high, reach up and back. Looking under the left arm or down to the right pinky toe. One more breath. And release it. Right hand down, left hand down. Last time, Vasisthasana practice. Step the left foot back, turn it open if you'd like. Outer right edge or edge of the right foot. Option 1. Option 2. Turn the right toes down. Option 3. And take it back. Maybe you can take it back with your hand on the foot. And the knee comes down, lift your heart. And then straighten the front leg, curl the toes back. Breathing, preparing for Vinyasa. A fearless pose. Now, option, you can stay here, straightening the leg, squaring your hips to the front of your mat. Or you can come down, taking your right knee out to the side, foot behind you, straighten the left leg. It's a wonderful way to work into Vinyasa. Open the hips, open the legs. Right. Ready for Vinyasa? A little deeper. Toes come up, leg comes back. Wherever we are today, appreciating that we're here. Lovely. One more breath. And release the pose. Downward facing dog. And one knee and then the other. And walk your feet halfway forward. Inhale, lift your torso. And then exhale, take a nice, slow fold with bent knees, bottom sticking out, hands to the waist. Inhale, come up with a straight back. Reach all the way up, and then exhale, bend the knees. Balance pose. We're going to lift our right foot and try to bring the right foot on the left thigh. Not the knee, yeah? On the thigh. Foot balance is on the thigh, and then have a sit. Your fierce pose. Take one more breath. Giggle a little. It's a tricky one. Lift. And make sure you don't take it too serious. It's just yoga. Bend the knees. Lift your left leg. And place the left foot on the right thigh. Have a seat a little further and get fierce. Fiercely passionate about positivity. Two more breaths. One more breath. And then bring the leg up, but just to be silly. Take the leg forward and sit down. Oh, that was fun. Let's have a moment to rest. Lay down and rest your body a moment. Very active Vinyasa practice this morning. We still have backbends and inversion options today. Take 5 more breaths here, resting. One more breath. And then bend your knees. Soles of the feet are on the floor. Reach for your heels with your middle finger. You may get close, or you may be able to touch that way if you can't. Get as close as it feels comfortable. What we're going for is the ankles under the knees. Sometimes that helps us to get there. Spread your toes. Keep your knees or your legs no wider than your hips, please. Keep that energy pulling them together like they have magnets on the insides of the knees. On an inhale, lift your bottom, chin comes toward the throat. Interlace the fingers, pull the shoulders together. 5 breaths here. We'll have another round to come into, and in that round, please feel free to take any variations you like. One more breath. Keep the legs pulling towards one another. Spread the toes. Keep the arches active. Feet. And then release your hands and gently come down. Extend your arms out. Just keep your knees bent. You can turn your knees in towards one another. We have one more round. All right, taking your knees no wider than the hips. Option to stay in Setu Bandhasana or lift into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Reaching your hands towards your heels. Pull your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift. Interlace your fingers or reach your hands back by your ears or by your head. And lift. You could walk your feet forward today. Do something a little different. Take a really long stretch. 5 deep breaths. Bend your knees. Lift your heart towards the wall behind you. Try to straighten the arms. If you're in Urdhva, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then gently come down, bending the elbows, chin towards the throat. Maybe you want to, if you were in Urdhva, I like to sometimes take my hands backwards, palms facing me, and press them against the thighs. We're going to counter stretch up my wrists. All right. And shaking out the wrists. If you'd like to here, we're going to separate the feet, the distance of the mat. Arms are out like a T, and drop both knees to the left. Turn your head right. Five breaths in each one of these twists. Just neutralizing the spine. And then the knees back to the center. And take the knees to the right, turning your head left. One more breath. And bring the knees back to the center and squeeze them in. Hold on down by the ankles. Nice press down, asanas, rocking side to side. Nice stretch in the low back. And you've got some options here. So option 1 for your inversion today, if you have a block or a book, you can put it under your sacrum, extending your legs up. Or you can take any other inversion today that you would like. I can highly recommend downward facing dog is a lovely inversion. Vinyasa, heads down, shoulders stand. Just a nice down dog to let the head relax. Be lower than the heart. You have 3 minutes to play. Remember, if you're in a headstand at the end, you'll take a counter pose. If you're in shoulder stand, you'll take a counter pose. I'll give you time for that. Maybe you want to try 2 inversions. If your legs are straight up, make sure you keep pushing up. Push, push, push. One and a half minutes from here. Maybe you want to go into Shavasana early. Feel free to come out when you'd like and take the counter pose if you know it. The counter pose for headstand is 2 fists under the forehead. For shoulder stand, you come into fish pose. The counter pose for headstand. Counter pose for shoulder stand. Hands long, elbows down, lift the heart, crown the head on the floor. You want to take a variation. All right, coming into your counter pose now. I just did 2 of them. You saw them in forehead. Onto fists for headstand. Fish pose. Shoulder stand. Maybe you want a nice long child's pose. Give you time for that. And then slowly come back to your seats, taking your, if you were laying down on your belly, take yourself to your back. Make sure you won't be disturbed for the next little while. About 12 minutes for Shavasana here. This is an hour and 15-minute practice, not an hour and a half today. Pull the knees in towards the chest, and then lift your head to your knees. And really stretch your tailbone towards the edge of your mat, the end of your mat. Breathe in, and then squeeze, tense your hands and your toes and your face and your belly and your back and your bottom and your shoulders. Squeeze, tense everything. Hold your inhale. 3, 2, 1. Let everything go to the floor on your exhale. You deserve a rest. Relaxing peacefully. Maybe like something under your head. Notice how nice it feels to sit in stillness. You might be feeling, or you might have been feeling at the beginning, a wide spectrum of emotions being stirred up. There's a lot of fear is rippled through the universe right now. You notice that after your practice, things are a little clearer. Some of the fear moved out. Move some of the energy that fear can encapsulate. Moved it up towards our higher consciousness, where we recognize that we're going to take it day by day, moment by moment. Whatever I was feeling at the beginning of my practice is okay. I need to keep my heart open. I need to stay in clarity and learn to act, not react with fear. Act with compassion. Act with love. Act with kindness. Is there someone today that you could call and just ask how they're doing? Did you leave some food on the neighbor's step, or some cookies, or something that maybe you made that you have enough to share? Did you offer to do an online grocery shop or pick something up for a neighbor? We're all being called to do our part and sacrifice something, an inner sacrifice. Sacrifice something for the good of the whole. I think that these times are calling us to cultivate our inner gardens, our own inner resources. Cultivate them. We're also being asked, how can we self-soothe? How can we self-heal? For me, it's through my asana practice. Sometimes it's a quiet, simple practice, and sometimes it's vigorous, like we had today. Helps me to self-soothe, self-heal. I think as a community, we're learning to listen to our soul. We're learning to trust. We're learning to adapt. We're learning to stay flexible, to think beyond ourselves. This is something we haven't been asked to do for a very long time. When's the last time you had the opportunity to stay home for 2 weeks or 6 weeks? Just be. Do the things you've been putting on the back burner. Ram Dass says the quieter you become, the more you can hear. Stay in Shavasana another 5 minutes. You'll hear the bells of Guadalupe Church down the street. And this is time to be coming out and keep our closing chants today together. So just notice all of the places that your body is touching the floor currently. Heels, back of head, floor, legs, back. And then start to make some simple movements. Stretch your fingers, your toes. Turn your head right and left. Take your time. Take bigger stretches as they feel good to you. And then take your hands, interlace your fingers, reach it all the way over the head, and point your toes, laying down on the floor. Big morning stretch, great stretch. And bend your knees in towards your chest and roll over to your right side.